All right, welcome to another video from the Outdoor Analyst. I am here out with some fun little axes, 19, 20 inch, and then the Lamaca light forest axe, I believe at 22 inches and 2 pounds. And I have a dead standing tree, middle of the forest. This needs to go. It is gonna fall down at some point. I would rather have it go the exact way I want it to, which in this case, I want it to fall that way. So I am gonna have some fun with this and axe it down with quite a few different axes here. So I think I'm gonna kind of angle it this way so you'll be able to see me work a little bit, keep this out of the way. And I'm gonna start off with an axe that I have been interested to see how it would do kind of felling. I'm gonna grab the Pete's Pirates axe and just take a few swipes with that. So you can see this needs to get out of the way. Actually, the tripod's over that. I'm gonna move this this branch. Stuff just falls all the time here. That's another, another dead tree. Whoa! That's a little heavier than I thought it would be for one hand. That pressure out. All right, here we go. I'm gonna get the Pete's Pirate axe here. This is a 3 pound, 20 inch, essentially like a small forest axe. Ash wood here, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Mirror convex edge on there. There we go. Not the greatest bitey edge on here. So let's see how it does. I think I want this tree to kind of fall this way. So we're gonna do some hits into it. That actually bites pretty well. Not too shabby. That's got some good hit to it. Now I've probably dissed on this axe a little more than I should because I haven't found where it really thrives as an axe. Being 19 inches, it's not super great at kind of splitting the first time I tried it. Not the best at fucking up trees, but this does have a pretty good hit to it. It's diving in pretty well. Pretty darn well. I'm liking this thing. All right. Ooh. Dead limb that fell off up there. Like kind of clear some of this out. Now I'm gonna grab another axe here. So we are gonna grab the Hoffman saddle axe next. Take a few hits. It's a 19 inch, 2 1/4 pound axe. Saddle axe is essentially meant to mark trees back in the day from the horseback. This is a slightly thinner head, thinner edge on there. This one's a little thicker. Meant for more splitting. This is meant for more chopping. So that's what we're gonna do. Ooh, just realized you don't get a lot of visual from that side. There we go. Maybe that's a little bit better on what you see there. Maybe I'll move that around a little bit so you can kind of see the axe at work. There we go. All right, so we are going to use the chopping side of this axe, meant for more felling. As you can see, Pete's Pirates axe did pretty darn well, honestly. This thing, I actually imagine, it's gonna do pretty good. And it looks like I can see there's a missing spot here. Like a gap in this tree where the holding wood is not there. Yep. So good thing, started on this side. Is that a knot? Is that why it's being a little funky? Maybe. Oh well, because of that, oh, wow, does this bite in well. We're gonna come a little further over this way. So that was a pretty bad glance there. I need to really focus. As you can tell, I also have my body angled. Well, maybe you can't tell, but my body is angled away. So on glances, it is still not going to hit me, which is very important, especially when you're dealing with a shorter axe like this. Definitely important. Wow. This thing just really bites deep. Really liking this thing. For a 19-inch axe, this is awesome. This is awesome. Wow. Be nice if I hit my mark a little bit better. I've been chopping stuff for a few hours out here, so I am a little tired, to be honest with you. Woo, that was hard. That was a hard piece. Heard that sucker. That is pretty hard there. All right, let's move it out a little bit. I'm gonna grab the Lamaca light forest axe, kind of put a little more work into this. Probably from the back side here. Should have looked, I didn't realize this was here with this gap. I'm gonna actually bring that angle over a little more so the other side takes a good fall. I do want it to fall to that side specifically. And I think I'm gonna grab some gloves. Had a little bit of a blister starting. It's been a few hours. I'd rather not have a full-on blister. So we're gonna get the Lamaca, put some gloves on here. And we'll go from there. All right, yeah, see, they're probably not your average woodsman's gloves by any means. But I like them, they work well for me. So, I'm gonna work on this side of the tree a little bit more. I want it to fall for sure this way. I thought perfectly with this to be fine, but this is a little empty over there. I just don't want to for sure mess that up. So we're gonna maybe bite in just a little bit more here and then hit the back. Oops. Get that angle in there. Here we go. Might be far enough. Do a couple more whacks. As far as holding wood's concerned. Then we're gonna take this around to the back. Because there isn't really holding wood on this whole side, this should work just fine. But let's make sure I get the right angle here. That's what I'm looking. Yep, a little high. All right, time to check. Getting pretty close to that spot. Really close. I'll let that stop swinging just a little bit. Take a few more hits. And I think she'll bowl over. Yep. Nice when you hit it where you need to. Yeah, I think she's going. Just about. Just about. It's that weird side over there. There we go. Set that axe down. There it is. A little shaky, shaky. All right, crack, baby. All right. That's good stuff. Gravity should kind of finish her out here. Shoulder lean. She's leaning. She's dead. She'll fall any second. But what did I learn here? There we go. One, the Lamaca is a fantastic axe for processing 8-inch trees. It's perfect. You don't really want to do that with a small forest axe or a 20-inch axe, but it's doable. Now, granted, the Hoffman and the Pete's Pirate axe would absolutely have taken this down. Just would have taken a little longer, a little more effort. This thing was fairly easy to whip down when I pulled out the Lamaca. It's just the way it is. That geometry is meant for just felling and bucking and just trimming trees, honestly. Fantastic. So really, this is my preferences with the Lamaca. My preference is for a small axe for that Hoffman, the Hoffman saddle axe. Pretty awesome for a 19-inch axe. I would actually carry that and use it. I don't know if I'd carry the Pete's Pirates axe. It's an extra pound. It just feels not necessary. I don't feel like I'm gaining anything with the Pirate axe. I really don't. And it's much heavier than the Lamaca. It's heavier than my Hoffman by far over there. It's a lot heavier. So yeah, my suggestion is up axe a little bit if you're gonna grab a forest axe, or grab an axe that has really good steel and a really good profile like the Hoffman. That Scandi bites in so well for the size, and 2¼ pounds, I think, is the sweet spot for a 19 to 20-inch axe. I really do. I think that is the sweet spot. If you go a little longer, you can get away with the 2-pound Lamaca. You absolutely can. Well, sorry, Lamaca's right there on the left. But you can totally get away with it because you have that extra length, the force. It's perfect, and you can do easily trees like that. So yeah, that's just kind of my chopping extravaganza, letting you know kind of what you can do with a 19 and 20 inch axe, and then what you probably should be doing or using is something just a little bit bigger, even though it's lighter. Much more efficient, much better all around. All right, hope this was fun. Like, subscribe. No, I'm not an expert axeman. I'm just an outdoor hillbilly with a lot of property that we have to continually take care of. As you can see, there are multiple dead trees here that I need to chop up, buck up, most likely grab a chainsaw and go to town. And then we'll have a good amount of little wood for a good fun time. But yeah, there we go. Like, subscribe. I'm gonna take my gloves off, stop this camera, and I will catch you all on the next one.